Hey folks, welcome back to our equipment deck, and by the way, the one small change here, we switched out Blessed Alliance for the Stoneforge Acolytes that were in here, and just for putting a Lone Rider online, and not to mention dealing with those few times that we can't deal with something bigger than ours that just happens to get through, and they're generally attacking with it. Anyways, if you're interested in making a deck for yourself, deck tag is down in the description with that one change in mind, and gameplay's coming right up. I'll see you in a sec. Alright, we're in. Opponent is on the play. Let's see what we end up with here. We have 2 planes and a number of castables at least. We have a SRAM. Great. We had a really long load time, so I'm guessing that had something to do with it, and that they may have tried... I don't know if they copped out or if it was just a very bad time connecting with things. So let's drop our planes. With black, they'd be more willing to fire off removal, so that's a thing to consider. Ooh, there's our red. It gives us the mana. I'm going to go with SRAM anyway, because the Lone Rider Aether Sphere Harvester plan is also available. There's our push. Well, that's unfortunate. Also, they got their second land now, so they seem to be low on land, which also could mean that they have a ton of fuel in their hand, to say the least. So let's drop Aether Sphere anyway. Then, if we get a land, we can double Lone Rider, which is a cool idea. And then we can get the proc off of this, depending on how things go. But they're on tap now, so you never know what we're running into. Selfless Spirit. Well, I'm going to go Lone Rider and get that out there at least. Horribly Awry. I didn't see that coming. Alright, well, we'll throw this out then. And at least get in for 3. We'll consider the lifelink. Actually, let's trigger the lifelink anyway. Get a range of whatever Grixis control deck this is. Seems that they have low mana plays, so there's that to consider. No additional plays. We get our next land. Okay. So, we can... I'm going to say Lone Rider first in this case. And come up with the next Horribly Awry, so it doesn't matter about our lifelink now. Let's, they seem to be low to the ground enough, so let's, punish their low to the groundness with our own low to the groundness. And you do some lifelink. Now we have our Selfless Spirit online at the least, which is kind of what I was expecting. That's why I led with the Lone Rider there. I'd rather have a little protection there. Of course, if they draw into land Yahennis, then that's something else. And in Evolving Wilds, so they do have their mana eventually here. What's the rarity on Horribly Awry? Uncommon. Okay. Well, I mean, if they're running a heavy set of against creatures, then we might be in for a fun time. Harness Lightning. You get 0 energy. Unfortunate, but whatever. So they can do that end of turn, drop a land potentially. Let's fire down another Inventor's Apprentice and hit them again. Keep the Weapons Trainer at least as a 3-power potential after board wipe. Because they could get it and they could most certainly use it, but I want something to run in tandem with the vehicle. So we'll keep it around. Just want to keep the aggression a little bit here. but not get blown out. So they're keeping this around for some stupid reason. Almost like they have Fatal Push and they... it's a thought. Can we get lethal with this? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there is incentive to play it. Yeah, sure. Fine. If you have the chance to represent lethal, I suppose you might as well go for it, right? They had a lot of interesting oh, there it is. And there it goes. Alright then. Alright, we got them down to 2. They seem to have a lot of low-to-the-ground stuff, so I have no sympathy for their 2 lands. 4 lands, effectively. I don't know why this isn't being cracked, honestly. No idea. Kind of throwing me right now, that's for sure. Do I see them with enough options? Coastal X Return is not enough, so let's just slam that out. Don't see them having it. Hyperlash would do it. But hey, let's send it in anyway. And see if we get it. Yeah, it looks like we got it. AI! Have you ever seen them not crack an Evolving Wilds almost instantly? Well, now you have. So, there you go. Alright, that's game 1. Let's get into the next one. Alright, we're against 3 squares and an obvious Izzet avatar. Can we do well against Izzet? I think we'll be alright. Okay, so we have a turn 1 Toolcraft into no artifacts. With a Selfless Spirit, and I mean, that seems alright. We'll draw into stuff, so let's see. We can play the hand, might as well try. Might be able to get into something interesting. I mean, if he's truly Izzet, then he'll just burn away our stuff and we'll be really pissed off and salty and all that anyway. But whatever. It's Izzet. Alright, well, I mean... yeah, sure, why not? Selfless Spirit down. So this Declaration in Stone is 100% useless. Unless he is playing something like... Prowess, in which case we can at least get rid of the thing. And if he's playing creatureless, then it doesn't matter if we have a flyer or not. If we get an artifact, then this guy's probably going to do the thing. Speaking of the thing, there's the thing. Alright, so they're going to attempt to be control. What is this? What is this? Really? No, just no. Let's get rid of the thing of the ice. Let's at least get our extra point of damage, because we're probably going to need it at the rate that we're going with these lands. 6 lands? 3 playable cards? Yeah, no. That's just silly. We drew nothing but land. Favorite Visions, so they're going to help us because, well, as soon as we get the lands out of our hand, we're alright, but still. So this is almost 100% clearly a tutelage deck, so let's just swing in. We can save this Blessed Alliance in case they get another thing down, in case we get into a real bad scenario, so I'm willing to take 2 here for that. There's our artifact. Alright, so they're getting their lands down. There's a Harness Lightning. Let's see, how are you going to go with this? You're going to do that. Well, let's at least get the Invincible going. And they get no energy. Alright, well, I mean, we get some artifacts. Let's throw down that. apparently he's never played against equipment decks before. Alright, well, whatever. Let's at least make an attempt here. And throw down our guys. Push through a little something. Do you have an option at this time? A disperse? Wow. Okay, well, next turn it'll come down straight with an Inventor's Goggles on it. Let's see what we get here. We get a land, because land. Oh yeah, this deck is supposed to be exceptionally annoying. That's its entire purpose, is to be annoying. We're going to need to draw, a lot of stuff that synergizes a little better. There's a take inventory, so he's looking for his tutelage. We don't have the answer to tutelage, by the way, even though we have the color for it. We just don't. It was all intended to play creatures and equipment and all that good stuff. Okay, well, there's a Lone Rider. I mean, that's something. So let's play the Toolcraft Exemplar. Let's get the bonuses on them. So, yes. Let's throw down that. And let's equip our Lone Rider with it. Let's see how they like that. They might have options, don't know. There's an end of turn effect of some sort. It's the clue. Oh! That was a weird freeze. Okay, so what's the conditions? If you gain 3 or more life this turn, transform. So we're going to bless the Alliance if he doesn't actually do anything. We're just going to simply gain the life. He might do something. We don't know. But it'll make it something a little bigger and he has to actually deal with it. Exquisite Firecraft. Targeting. He means it. Alright. Definitely forcing out the burn. We've got a weapons trainer available. And Deck and Stone is for his other thing, I suppose. Let's equip this. Force a play. No play. Alright, then let's play this guy. And we basically just got to play out as quickly as Fever Visions comes in. Let's see if he's got a stupid disperse now. You got a stupid disperse now? Select for inspection? Are you kidding me? Select for inspection? Oh crap, I screwed that up. I could have blessed Alliance. I'm sorry. I was more surprised about the select for inspection. Come on, guys. Like you like it wouldn't take you a second to go, what the hell? So let's pump that up by 1. Let's pump it up again by 1. And we'll be nobody's fool next time around. Plays? Unsubstantiate. Oh my god. Oh, he's being one of those guys. Oh, well, there's a weapons trainer again. Well, let's just keep forcing the stuff out anyway, at the least. I mean, he doesn't have his tutelage yet. Oh, there's an Inventor's Apprentice as well. So let's drop the Inventor's Apprentice. Equip it. Let's send in our 3. He wants to do something about 3. Does not. All right, let's throw down our Toolcraft Exemplar. I'm less worried about this guy. Again, I'm looking at Kozilek's Return as his board wipe of choice, so I'm just going to try and play accordingly to that. Let's bump this on this guy. I know I could have done it pre-combat. All right, so yeah, let's just play more stuff. It looks like he's got spot removal, so let's just do that. I know I could have done a lot of that pre-combat. He's doing a Glimmer. And our hand size is down again, so we're okay there. And there's the Bone Saw. That's a nice, quick, easy one. And now we've got a bigger board that he's got to do something about. Although he might have an actual play. So we'll watch out for that. He might have an actual important play. Like a bounce, like a Brawl's Expertise, or you never know, right? That could slow things down. See how he responds anyway. Because, I mean, we're looking at a lethal situation, and we've got toughness above a Kozilek's Return. So it'd have to be a large Harness Lightning on that guy. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. I mean, he's still looking at lethal staring him in the face, so we'll have to see. Okay, well, there's the next weapons trainer, so I think that's a good plan. Let's drop that down. And remember the Blessed Alliance for tapped creatures. So let's send that in, because that's quite a message to send. And we'll be prepared for it this time. Torrential Gear Hulk. I mean, it can block. Unless he's going to play something else. A Harnessed Lightning. Doing quite a bit of damage. And that was the play of the week right there. We can't really do much. Our Blessed Alliance is no good there. And he can just simply block off another thing. Little unfortunate, but whatever. Let's Deck and Stone this. Let's get it out of here. Let's drop our Bone Saw. And then let's put some toughness on this guy. And an additional toughness on this guy. And there we go. Land this time. Our steam is running out. This Blessed Alliance is not doing any work right now. But he's got bounce in his plays, so I can see him attempting to bounce this for additional plays of any sort. Like the Torrential Gear Hulk, that is. So another take inventory. That's quite the amount of draws now. That is a whole whopping amount of draws. And we're just simply running out of steam. He can't really do much with the Fever Visions blasting us like this. Like, we're able to drop as quickly with it, so it's not doing extra damage. He's not running into his tutelage at all. Even if he's running tutelage, for that matter, I mean, it could be that it just simply is not an opportunity. Well, he has to deal with this, too. So we'll see. Just need to get in that little bit more. Our opponent is heavily thinking, so I guess he's not exactly drawing the right combinations of answers. Maybe he can deal with one, but not the... Fuck y'all off. Really? You gotta be kidding me right now. Really? Oh my god. That's stupid. Alright, so he took our guy. We've got a Selfless Spirit. So what I'm going to do here, let's just play this. Let's say excuse me, can I have this back, please? Thank you! So we're going to just maximize this. And Selfless Spirit. Don't know how many plays he seems to be okay with things. Oh, wait. Does he have the Harness Lightning of the Ages? He does not. Alright, let's send. Good chunk of damage. That's a full-on disperse. We can't do much about that one. Oh my god. The answers, the bounce. It's just so much bounce. I hate you, bounce. So we'll play you again then. Bump that up. The bounce is just so... the bounce is real. Oh my god. So he's going to never attack with that. He's never, ever going to attack with that. So... I just want him to remember who's in charge here. So let's have the flying threat represented here. Okay, Neglected Heirloom. We can just continue to make our guys bigger and bigger and bigger, but the bounce just makes it irrelevant anyway. A Galvanic Bombardment is targeting that guy. Well, I mean, we'll have to do this in response. He may have bounced anyway. We'll see. This is such a tricksy deck we're up against right now. Because I saw nothing tutelage based in it so far. It just seems to be all the spot removal in the world. And we've dealt with one answer. Oh, he feels he needs to draw answers even faster. He's never going to get us with a Fever Visions. Our curve is way too low for that. And he may draw into answers like this, but he's going to deck himself at that rate. Okay, so Copter. Copter is great. Alright, Neglected Heirloom. Let's get this nonsense out of our hands. A Harness Lightning. God damn it. I don't have the answer. We're just going to have to play things out because we are an aggressive deck and he played Fever Visions against us. So there is that. And we'll draw 2 cards. That's fine. That puts us under 3. And we'll have a Copter to work with next turn. I want this as a total Select for Inspection blowout right now. He's still going at it. Still trying to draw it out. Trying to get those cards. Karizev is great. Bonesaw is whatever. We've got so much equipment right now. But we just need 3 power onto this. And I mean, how many Harness Lightnings has he played? 1, 2? Okay. And he got the 3rd out of the Torrential Gearhulk. Actually, there's the 3rd right there. Alright. So that's that out of the way. What else are we not exactly expecting? Well, he's playing Galvanic Bombardment, which means that he's playing 4 of them if he's not dumb. 1 Glimmer, 2 Glimmer, 2 Glimmers used, 1, 2, 3 take inventories. And there's his win con right there. Arise from the Tides? Oh my god! Oh my god. So we have to win next turn. And we don't care about that right now. So, he has 6 energy, which means he can use this to fire off once. How do we get through this then? A Plains is not the true answer right now. We need to get 6 damage in. And we can't do it because Dynavolt will activate in response. That sucks. He won. Basically, we activate, if you're not seeing it, we activate Smuggler's Copter. His Dynavolt with energy just deals 3 damage before we can throw a piece of equipment on it. Like, we can just fire the equipment on there, and then in response, all he has to do is kill it. We don't have effect in response whatsoever to do anything about it. So it's just a simple, we'd lose. So I'm just going to move on and say, oh, well, that was an interesting match, and unfortunately we didn't get there, so whatever, it's fine. Deck was interesting. The Blessed Alliances I basically didn't use, and I am not too pleased at them whatsoever with them being in the deck. That's my opinion for that with the suggestion. I'm not happy with them. There's too much removal out there for anyone to reliably get a Lone Rider. That's what I wanted to showcase here, so... You know, you can't rely on a specific card. We can rely on one creature potentially, but we can't really control the creature based on how much removal is out there because that's how the meta is. You play 99% removal and then whatever 1 or 2 cards you want to play. That's how every deck works. So that's why I don't like Blessed Alliance in the deck. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later and come up with a deck for next week. All right. See ya. Bye-bye.